Hey y'all, I've been working my butt off today. I've been outside in the yard finishing up my Christmas decorations out there. So then I decided I was going to come in the house and put up my Christmas tree. I decided on the white one. I have two trees. One I've had for over 40 years, a green one. And then I bought this white one probably 12, 15 years ago. And they come apart, so you can store them away in a smaller box and get them out of the way. But I keep them from year to year because the way it's been with me ever since I was divorced, which has been almost all that 40 years, seemed like, I never know what kind of money I'm going to have coming in. And if I'm not working steady, I really don't have any money, except my retirement, which is not really enough. And everybody can tell you that's retired that it's never enough money. But anyway, I wanted to show you how I was going to do my tree. And it's so tall, as you can see, it's holding the ceiling up. And I've got part of the top of it bent down. But this is the only table that it's on that I can put it on. And I don't want to set it in the floor because it's really not big enough to go in the floor. But I've got a little baby angel that I've had ever since I lived in North Carolina, which has been many, many years ago. And my granddaughter loved it. But you know what? One year I made the mistake of buying a new angel. And I put it on top of the tree. And it broke my granddaughter's heart. She came over here and she says, "Mama, Grandmama, where's the baby angel?" And to her, it was not a Christmas tree without this little baby angel on it. So this baby angel is almost as old as I am. Well, I know it's at least as old as my daughter, because I bought it the Christmas before she was born, and I've had it ever since. So this is almost an antique right here. But after it, she had such a reaction. And I told her, I said, "Well, don't worry. I still got the baby angel." I said I'd never get rid of it. But I just don't know how I'm going to work it at the top of the tree. And as you can see, I've still got to fluff it up a bit. I mean, it just come out of the box and it's kind of straggly. And I started not to put a tree up. But then I said, why not? I already got it. And even if nobody comes to see me, I can celebrate Christmas for myself. And I'm going to get a chair over here that I can stand in. And see if I can't get my baby angel up there right off the bat. I know I can't get it on the very top, but I can get it close to the top. Kind of make it look like she's at the top. Yeah, but it just broke my granddaughter's heart when that angel baby was not up at the top of the tree. I'm liable to break my neck doing all this stuff, but oh well. See if there's a way I can get it up here without breaking it. Yeah, I said I can get it up here. It's just not going to be at the top of the tree the way normally it usually is, but it'll be up there. And if my granddaughter comes, she can see her baby angel is still on my tree. Guess you can see it up there. But the baby angel is up there. She'll be happy. She'll be happy. Just tickled to pink over that. Yeah, and I have to put my tree up between right next to the bar that divides the kitchen and the living room, because it's really the only place I've got it, since I've got this entertainment center sitting here beside the window. Get that fixed. My living room is so small. This is basically the best place to put it, I guess. But I still need to fluff this stuff up. It's kind of bent down, out of whack. But it kind of gets me in the Christmas spirit to put up a tree. Even if nobody sees it but me. Well, this year all my YouTube friends and family will see it. I was wondering why that big gap was there. I didn't pull down the... And I like this one too because each section just does not pull out of the main tree. It folds up. I think the other one, each leaf or each branch, you have to put in separately, which is okay. I mean, I do it. And I know I've got my back to you, which I hate. But I don't know of any other way to do it. Unless I could put it over here, but then that'll probably put you too close. Yeah, that's really gonna put you too close. Because you can't see nothing. So I'll leave it there. I've got my whole box of stuff. It kind of looks like it's leaning one-sided, but hey, you do your best you can with these artificial trees. And come to think of it, have you seen the prices on these trees now? Oh my God. I was in the store the other day and I got to talking to a lady. And I said, oh my God, I said, I'm glad I saved my trees from year to year because I could not afford to buy a new tree. I mean, the trees in that store were like $250 for the cheapest one or the less expensive one. And they went up from there. An artificial tree, not much more than this. If it was a little bigger, maybe about a foot taller. But honey, let me tell you, I did not pay anywhere near close to hundreds of dollars for my trees. I mean, the first tree I ever bought, I actually got it a red light special in roses many, many years ago. That was before we ever come to Texas. And was before my daughter was born. And do you know what? In that red light special, they used to run red light specials in the stores years ago. Where if you were in the store shopping and all of a sudden that red light come on and flashing, that was a red light special. They were fixing to give, sell something really cheap. And you could get whatever that item was for that ridiculously low price as long as it lasted. And they ran a 6-foot tree, artificial tree that you can take apart and put away, on special for $3. Can you imagine $3 for a tree? And you know what? I forgot to get my drop cord to plug my lights in over here. But $3, y'all, for a 6-foot artificial tree that you probably pay at least $60 to $100 for today. That same tree. I don't remember what the regular price on it was then. But I know I bought it for $3. And some people say, well, that was so cheap, you should have just used it and throw it away. Well, no. I brought that $3 tree all the way to Texas with me. And I used it for years and years and years. And excuse my backside, but I've got to plug this cord in. Guess it paid me to see if my lights work. Yep, they work. I get them plugged in properly. There. Put that up there because I definitely don't want the wire out. And I know it's impossible to get to the back side of the tree, so I'm just going to do what I always do and string my lights around the bottom, circle them over, and then come back around. Yeah, I brought that tree with me from North Carolina. And you know, I used that tree for many years. I used it till you just couldn't use it anymore. It just got so bad, in bad shape, that I had to get rid of it. And that's when I bought the other green one that I've got. And I used the green one for several years. Until I decided one year, I was working, you know, I didn't have a lot of money, but I said, I think I can afford to buy another tree. I mean, I wasn't going to get rid of the one I had. You'll have to bear with me. I know I got my back to you, but had to do something with that cord to get it fixed. But, yeah, I decided to get a new tree because the one I had was just coming apart. And I bought my green one. Well, then later they come out with the frosted trees and the white trees and all of that. And I said, well, I've never had a white tree before. And I'm sorry about putting my back to the camera. I mean, I can't help it. But I never had a white tree before. So that's when I bought this one. And it was pretty reasonably priced back then. I don't remember what I paid for it. But it wasn't no $60 to $100. I know for sure on that. And when I decided what kind of stuff I wanted on it, of course, you know, you have to buy the white corded lights to go on it, because, you know, it don't look right to put the green ones on there. And I always have my cords hanging down, and I don't mean to. I mean, they can hang down a little bit, but I don't want them hanging down a lot. And you can see I'm keeping my chair over here, because I know I'm going to have to get back up on the chair to get to the top of this tree. But anyway, yeah, I bought this tree. And I decided I was going to put some different lights on it. And, well, not only the lights, but I'm going to have to step on the table. Don't throw me down. But I got different decorations to put on this one. I mean, some of them I used the same, but for the most part, I bought new decorations for this one. And I said I wanted to go like crystal and stuff like that. And without even trying, after I got it decorated, I sent a picture to a friend of mine. And they said, "Oh my God, you got a Lady Gaga tree." That was when Lady Gaga was so popular. I mean, there was nothing like Lady Gaga. Well, I've got to move my chair. I need a different type of stool, but I don't have one. So I've got to use a kitchen chair. But yeah, they said, "Oh my God, you got a Lady Gaga tree," because it was all crystal and white, and the way it looked, they said it just reminded them of Lady Gaga. So that's what I've called it every year. I said, well, it's my Lady Gaga tree. I got to put my Lady Gaga tree up this year. If I don't fall and break my neck doing it. I want to go around it, but I'm not sure. Y'all, I might be calling 911. Because I got my foot up on the bar. It's the only way I know to get up here. And I'm going to take you outside later when it gets dark, because I want to show you what I did outside too. I never have a ton of money to spend on stuff like this, so I save it from year to year if it's savable. And then if I have any little bit of money the next year, I add to it if I can. And if not, that's okay too. I just put up what I have. Yeah, I got to get some lights up here around the angel. A few of them anyway. Yeah, I've got it tangled up now. There it is. You have to get a couple of lights back there on the angel. Go around one more time, if I can. Something's hung up. I want that white one up there. And maybe a pink one. At least she'll show up a little bit. Yeah, so my YouTube family and friends can tell everybody that my tree holds the ceiling up. Because that's about what it's doing. It's holding my ceiling up. There. Got lights on it. And that is all the lights I'm going to put on it. I think 2 strings is enough. Let me know in the comments what you think about my tree when you see this video. Now I can put my skirt on here, I guess. I've got two skirts. I made one that's green and got Christmas toys and presents and that type of thing on it. But I decided to use the red one. I think it goes better with my white tree than the green one does. I mean, not only can you not afford to keep buying new stuff every year, but I usually buy stuff I like. And a lot of times, when I get rid of something, I don't like the new stuff out there. So I usually hold on to what I've got, because I'm not going to buy it if I don't like it to begin with. And then if I like it, I want to keep it. I don't want to just put it in the trash, because I know how this world is. I mean, you never know if you're going to have the money to replace any of it. I mean, I know people that spend a lot of money on Christmas decorations, and after Christmas, they throw it all in the garbage. They put it out on the side of the road for the trash guy to pick up. And I can't do that. You know what? I'm going to see what it looks like to turn this kitchen light off. Just this one overhead. And I always have to get something to reach over there to turn it off with, because I'm so short. I think it'll show the tree up a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a little better. But you can see the baby up there just a little bit. When she's on a dark tree, she shows up real good, but when she's on this white one, she doesn't show up very well. And I've got the old-fashioned garland. I don't even know if I should put that on there, but I usually put it on every year. The silver one doesn't really show up on a white tree. There you go. I just usually throw it up there. And sometimes where it lands is where it stays. Sometimes that's the best way to get it on there. I don't really want it to look like it was placed everywhere. Yeah, I never would have thought, and never did think when I was decorating this tree for the first time. I never even thought about Lady Gaga. I mean, so it tickled me to death when my friend said, well, you got a Lady Gaga tree. I thought that was so neat. I might just put the red on there this time, not put all the other colors. I don't want to put too much on there. But I've got these bulbs and these bulbs right here in this bag. They're all of what I've got left of the old-fashioned bulbs from years ago. I mean, a lot of them, I don't even think you can buy anymore. But most of them got broke over the years, but like that. I salvaged a lot of them. And I use them. I use them on my tree. All of the ones that, some of them that I really especially liked. Like some like this one. You couldn't even get any more. And it had the prettiest inside to it, and you can see that the inside is busted out. Over the years it got somehow poached out, but I still use the bulb. It's a pretty bulb, so I still use my bulb. My son sent me a picture of his tree. And it's the neatest thing because he's got a Yoda doll at the top for his tree topper. And then there's a ball that's from the ceiling several feet away from the top of the tree. And he said that's showing Yoda's force, because Yoda can move the ball just by looking at it. I said, well, okay, whatever. I said, it's a cute idea. I never would have thought to put Yoda at the top of the tree. But yeah, I'm glad now that I saved my trees all these years, because like I said, I couldn't afford to pay hundreds of dollars for an artificial tree. And then if the lights go out on it, you've got to restring lights, just like you'd have to restring them on this. So I'd almost rather have one that didn't have lights on it to begin with. It's always a mystery to me is where to put the bulbs. I go to put a bulb right where one's already at most of the time. I'm going to get some up there. And I might not put quite as much. I mean, look at this. This is an unusual one. You don't see bulbs like that in the stores anymore. The glitter at the top and the purple stripes on the gold bulb. I just think that's adorable. So no, I'm not going to get rid of those. I will keep them until they break. Keep them till they break and I can't use them anymore. Yeah, I decided to do this. See, like this blue one, it's not broken inside. See how the inside is? But it's blue. I never know where to put the bulbs. And I'm sure some of you remember the old-fashioned tinsel that used to go on our trees. I can remember to this day how me and my brothers and my dad or my mom would put that tinsel on the tree. That that would work if I get it the right. Little hangers come off of it. But I remember putting that tinsel, because sometimes that was about all you had, was a little bit of tinsel and maybe a string of lights. And back when I was growing up, the lights were those great big lights. I don't think anybody uses the big lights anymore. And I've still got a string of the big lights. I mean, it's a short string, but I still do have a string of them. But I don't use them because they get too hot. These little ones don't get hot like the big ones did. And see, here's another one. That's an antique right there. See how the inside is? And the outside. Yeah, I remember I went one time to try to replace some of my bulbs to hang on the tree. And all they had was the little old plain bulbs, if you could find them. And like this one, I think that's adorable. It's decorated with jewels and different things. Put that one right up front, so it can showcase. Yeah, but nothing puts me in the Christmas spirit other than putting a tree up. I don't care if nobody comes to see it but me. At least I see it, and it puts me in a Christmas spirit by putting it up. Well, my battery died on me, so I had to charge up the battery. But wanted to show you, my daughter years ago gave me a ceramic manger scene, and I don't know that I space them right, but I've got the wise men, and I've got the baby Jesus and the shepherd and all that. So I'm going to see if I can space them out here and put them under the tree. And I can't forget Rudolph. This was my son's when he was a baby. Or I bought it for him when he was a baby. And I always had it under the tree every year. It's his Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And it's not showing up very good in the picture because of the light. But I've saved him all these years because after I bought him and my son was born, I bought that little reindeer, and he's been under our tree ever since. Let's see if I can get him under there without him falling. So that's another little thing. You know, it's the sentimental things like that that really make Christmas. And I got these little icicle ornaments. If I can get them detangled here. they have a good way of getting all tangled up. Get all tangled up on me. And then I can't get them apart. I don't even know how they got tangled up like this. But they're as tangled can be. That's for sure. But see, I got those little decorations at Dollar Tree one year, a couple of years ago. They come in a package of, I think, about 6 for $1. So, I bought a package of them. And I've been putting them on my tree. I mean, I think they look good on a tree. I mean, you don't have to spend a fortune on Christmas decorations. I mean, some people do. And I guess if you got the money, it's all right to do that, but I've never had that kind of money that I could spend tons of it on Christmas decorations. So, like I said, if I see something and I like it, I buy it. If I don't like it, then I don't buy it. I don't care if it costs $1, or if I have the money, if it costs $10. If I like it, I'll buy it. If I don't, I won't. That's just the way I've always been. And I want one right up there, if I can get it there. There you go. Well, it's not hanging the way I want it to. But, I mean, you can fix just as pretty a tree by spending less money as you can if you spend a fortune. And I'm missing some hooks, so I've got to see if I can find me some hooks here. Oh, here's some laying down in the bottom of the box. But I mean, it's all in putting the stuff together. If you put it together right, it's going to look good. I mean, it'll look really good if it's put together right. Some people, they think if they don't have tons of money, that they can't have a tree or they can't have decorations outside. But you can, and you don't have to spend a fortune to do it. Because I've never had tons of money to spend on decorations. And the way I've cut corners all my life, even if I had a lot of money today, I probably would not spend it all on Christmas decorations. I'd probably still go to the thrift stores and the dollar stores. And all my hooks are off of these. Where did my hooks go? I thought I always kept the hooks in there, but maybe I didn't. Oh well, maybe I can do it like this. Just slip them on the edge. They'll stay on there. They're little apples. And yes, I got those at the Dollar Tree one year. Little red glitter apples. It looks like the little stem is, or the little thing is broken off of that one. Over the years, the little ties on them have gotten messed up. And I'd say that's when it's time to buy new ones. You know, when your little hangers break off and you can't hang them up anymore. I'll just get the ones that they're not broken. And I can hang those up there. But that's the way I do. I use them until they tear up, basically. And when they tear up, I replace them, get something new. Kind of like the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, that's the way I am by Christmas presents. I mean, Christmas decorations. If you got some, don't buy any. If the ones you got mess up, then go buy new ones if you got the money. But I remember when we first moved back to North Carolina when I was a kid from New York, because that's where my dad was from, and he wanted to live in the country. And I mean, we like living in the country. And but money was tight. I mean, when I first moved back, I only had 3 brothers. But still, money was tight when Daddy got out of the Navy. And I can remember Christmases that we did not even have money to buy a Christmas tree. We didn't have money to buy decorations for a tree. And I can remember many of Christmases, my mom would pop popcorn. And we'd string popcorn on heavy quilting string because that was stronger than just regular thread. And we would make garland out of popcorn strings and decorate our tree with it. And sometimes we'd make other decorations like the rope decorations and stuff like that. And I've got some of these that I'm going to put on there. See, everything I got on this tree is gold and glitter. Gold, silver, red, but it's all got glitter. And I guess that's why it was called the Lady Gaga tree. Because Lady Gaga is all about the glitter. I usually put a green and a gold garland on this, but like I said, I don't think I'm going to put that much on it this time. For one, I know I got to take all of it down. I guess that's kind of being kind of a little bit stingy on my part, not wanting to take it down later. But oh well, it's my tree, and when it's your tree, you can do what you want to with it. You can decorate it with what you want. Just do whatever you want to with your tree. And I'm missing some of my little hangers off of my stuff. I try to leave the hangers on, but you know how that goes. Where should I put this little jewel? Maybe right here. Gotta find me another hanger. Probably a lot of them got dropped in the floor when I was taking stuff down last year. And I got these little things, these little drums. They came from the Dollar Tree. And I can't figure out how I opened them. I know I got them taped back up. Let me get something to cut the tape because I can't get it open. There. Let's see these little drums. I mean, they're pretty and glittery. I love them. I mean, like I said, they came from the Dollar Tree. And that was back when everything was $1. Because I've had these for several years. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. But you don't have to spend a fortune to decorate a tree. I mean, these are just as pretty as some would be if they'd have cost $20. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you got to spend a lot of money on the Christmas stuff, because you don't. Put a couple back there in the back. I don't want the back to look totally bare. But they, you know, they come in blue and gold and all kind of colors. Silver. I feel like I'm putting too many in just one spot. And you know what I feel like I'm missing right now? feel like I'm missing some Christmas music. Man, I need my chair over here because I need to get some stuff at the very top. I don't have enough at the very top. Get some color up here. That little baby angel is lonesome all by herself up here. I haven't bought any decorations this year at all. All of these decorations are some that I've had for many years already. I'm not working right now, and I don't want to go back to work. I mean, I'm at the age I feel like I've worked enough. I work enough at home and with my YouTube channel. So and I've even got little presents. Little wrapped up presents to hang on there. They also came from Dollar Tree. And like I said, I bought these quite a few years ago. Everything was still $1 at the Dollar Tree. And I don't know if they still sell these or not. I've been in there, but I haven't looked. Because like I said, I have not bought Christmas decorations. Well, got a tape on there somewhere. There. But see, they're little presents wrapped up, and they got their own little hangers. So oh, I don't want that one there. And I've got even more decorations, but I'm not going to dig them out. I think I'll have enough on this tree with just what I've got out here now. Because like I said, I know I'm going to have to take it down later. Because I know I've still got like glass beads. Oops. Glass beads and stuff like crystal decorations that could go on it. But I'm not going to put all that on it this time. I think this will be enough. I started to say because nobody's going to see the tree but me, but that's not true, is it? Anybody that watches my video is going to see my tree this year. But I think these will be enough. I don't think I need to put any more stuff on it other than what I've already got on it. I think that's sufficient. Because that's why they said it looked like a Lady Gaga tree. is because I had so much crystal and stuff like that on it. Decorations. But I think it still looks like a Lady Gaga tree because it's got a lot of stuff on it anyway. I just don't know where to put some of them. But I like all this glitter that's on it. That's what I like. It shows up glittery. And it's pretty that way. Well, there's a place right here. Right there. There. I think that's going to do it. I don't think I need any more decorations on there. I mean, I've got my little manger scene going on. I'm not showing it good. And I got my little Rudoulgh right there, even though he's not showing up very well. I'll take him up here to the light. Yeah, but that was my son's Rudoulgh the red-nosed reindeer. And you see he's still got a red nose. Bring him over here in the light so you can see him. I got my centerpiece on my table. And no, I didn't have it in white. Uh-oh. I just didn't want to go to the expense of buying the white garland and stuff. I have the white candle. I was trying to get Rudoulgh here in the light so you can see him. See his blue eyes? His gold chain around his neck. Sparkly tail. And you can tell he's kind of tattered. Because, I mean, he's... Well, he's 40 years older. So... Let's put him back under the tree. Get him back under here. Under the tree where the manger scene is. I know he's not part of the manger, but he still belongs under the tree. I'm going to try to show the whole tree, but I can't do it. Not with the manger scene too. But there you go, y'all. There's my Lady Gaga tree. That's how I put it together years ago, the first time I ever put it together. And I'm going to end the video because I don't want it to be so long. And I wanted to get outside and show how I decorated the outside, but I'm not sure I'm going to get that done and have it added to this video. I may have to make a separate video. But anyway, get in the Christmas spirit, y'all. I am. You can already tell. Y'all have a blessed night.